I mean, I recently watched that thing on Netflix for a social experiment, what it was.
Yeah.
I mean, what do you think about all this? Are you part of the evil empire, the fourth estate, or do you think it's nothing? It's just another way of advertising.
Whatever way you think about it, right? The genie is out of the bottle.
Yep.
Right. So what we need to do as a society is raise the level of literacy that people have for how these systems work and the role that they play in them.
But do you want them to do that? Because it means the more you do that, the less you're going to get.
I'm not some dark actor. I really believe that the most important thing is that like people understand how these systems work and don't get caught in them.
Most people your generation don't give a shit anyway.
Like it's like the old email scams, right? Where the Nigerian prince emails you.
Yeah.
It's like those die because people's literacy for them gets to a level where they understand them.
Yeah.
And we have generations now, younger than mine, that are so internet capable that these things don't hit in the same way.
Yeah.
And the internet means different things for different generations. And I think the issue at the moment is that we have, 50% of our population, probably more, that saw the internet come to life in the later half of their lives. And so were never educated on the darker parts of it and therefore are exposed in ways that society wasn't really prepared for. But I think if we can raise that level of literacy, then I think social media and kind of the advertising world that is online advertising is not necessarily a force for evil.
Is interference and or regulatory intervention something that should happen? Because I mean, like little kids, for example.
Look,
where's the line?
I absolutely believe that like the internet needs some level of regulation. It has been completely ham-fisted to date.
Yep.
Like, I'm sorry, but the efforts that we've seen, even from there was, I remember 10 years ago, there was talk from the Labor Party of like an internet filter. There's been recent stuff about, regulation of Facebook and the payment of media. And it just fundamentally doesn't understand the role and the way that these businesses function. And so until we have a level of literacy in the way that we regulate, I don't really see how that's going to be done positively. So I think what we may see is the antitrust stuff in the US be a force for good, because I think part of the problem is the consolidation of power within these organizations. The big five companies, technology companies in the US are, the size of several of the world's biggest economies put together.
Easily.
And that's a problem. So I'd like to see the antitrust stuff happen first before we have like ham-fisted attempts to actually regulate what is on social media and how those systems work.